Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and build a really basic house in SketchUp. The idea with this is just to teach you all how SketchUp, how just to use some tools in the toolbar, how you navigate around your screen, and then what the lines are running all across your screen. So to get to SketchUp, once you've already signed in, you can go right here to your Google Apps, this little waffle, and click SketchUp for Schools. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was going to go there for a second. Okay, I'm going to hit create new. I'm going to do simple template feet and inches. And this person on your screen is about 5'9". They are there to show you what an actual person would look like in relation to whatever you're building. So initially, I always keep that person there. Okay. You can always erase them if you want to, but I usually draw my first shape first just so that it's not too big or too small. So I'm going to right click. You can hit erase if you want to get rid of her. But we're going to draw a very simple. Take a rectangle tool. I like to start right here on the origin in the very middle of the screen and draw a rectangle. Now, if you mess up, you can always undo or redo it. You can do Control Z to undo, Control Y will redo, or you can take your eraser and erase it and start over. Right here are all, I'm going to zoom out just a bit so you can see it, are all the navigating tools. So Orbit will let you move around your shape. The hand is the pan tool. You can move up and down, back and forth. The magnifying glass is zoom, so it will zoom in to wherever you are, wherever your cursor is. You have zoom extents, which if you make a selection, it will zoom into that selection. And let's say that you lose your model or you're really zoomed in, zoom out, whatever. If you go here to zoom extents, click that and it will find your model wherever it is. I think this program is significantly easier to use with a mouse. So just so that you know, if you want to orbit right here, you just hold the scroll wheel down and it will orbit for you automatically. To zoom in and out, you just scroll in and out with the mouse. And then right here, pan. This one sounds more complicated than it actually is. If I hold down my scroll wheel and click normal, it will pan for me. So again, this program is much easier to use with a mouse. All right, so I'm going to make this into a cube, a box, to make this into the house. So I'm going to use push-pull right here, and I'm going to drag this up. This is where if you mess up, you can push-pull this from any direction to make it look the way that you want it to look. Okay, I am going to take my line tool, okay? This looks like a pencil. You also, just FYI, have a free hand. I don't recommend that for this. But we're going to start making our roof. So I'm going to take my line tool, and what's cool about this program is it'll tell you wherever you are on the screen. So like if I put my cursor on a corner, it says you're on an endpoint. On face means you're on the surface of something. I'm going to find the midpoint. When you find the midpoint, it will snap into place, okay? This will be the middle of whatever it is you're trying to draw on if your model is even. If it's not, the midpoint will be there, it just won't be where you expect it. So I'm going to click and drag across the top and go midpoint to midpoint. What you're going to notice right now is that line is green. That is because I have a straight line. The green and the red lines right here on your screen, that is how you are going to draw and drag stuff straight across. So this line could be red, it could be green, it doesn't make a difference. Again, horizontal axis lines, how you draw and drag stuff straight across. So midpoint to midpoint, right across the top, click, and you have your line. It goes back to a black line. I am going to show you how to make another type of roof. So let me just copy this real quick. Okay, so the first type of roof, I'm going to take my move tool, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to go, and you'll notice wherever my cursor is that's what it selects. So I'm going to make sure that line, it's blue and selected, and I'm going to drag this up. That is going to go up on the blue line, which is the vertical axis line. It's how you draw and drag stuff straight up and down. So I'm going to drag up, and you'll notice it will snap into place and say on blue axis when you have this straight up and down. If you want to make a different type of roof, let's say it won't work, you can always just take your line tool and get a really good front view of your house and draw up with your line tool like that. Connect the corners and then take your eraser, take push pull, and you can snap it to the line, okay? And then if you really want to clean it up, you can clean that up, okay? Let's add a little overhang to the front of this. We're going to use a new tool called the 2-point arc. First, what we need to do is draw a line. So I'm going to take my line tool and go right across like that. And you'll notice again that line's red because I have a straight line. I'm going to click to place that. It's almost like I'm separating the roof from the rest of the house. Then you're going to take the 2-point arc, which is this second one right here. Don't use this one. You're going to use the second one that's like the half circle. And it's a little different than the tools we've already used. What you have to do with this one is click, click, and drag up to click and place it. So you'll see kind of what you have to do. So I'm going to click, drag across, click, and drag up. Now this is a little uneven, so you can always take your move tool to even it up. Whoa. If you're ever drawing and it won't stop or something won't stop dragging, you can always hit escape on your keyboard. So, okay, so let me just show it one more time. Oh, sorry. 2-point arc is this second one, and when you mouse over it, it tells you the tool name. Click, drag across, click, drag up, and click to place it. Okay, we're going to then take our push-pull tool, drag out, and take your eraser to clean this up. If for some reason it erases the whole front of your house, it is uneven, just undo it and leave the line there. It's not a big deal. This is a practice house. All right, so what we could also do now is add a little detail to this. Maybe you want to add a little door, some windows. Maybe you really want to go all out and say, okay, I'm going to add something on the side here. Take move tool, drag down to give it a little bit of an accent. Or maybe you really want to go all out and go, okay, I'm really going to draw a nice little garage here. And just like we did with our roof, one of the roofs, you can always just draw up and connect those. Like that, and you have a nice little garage there. And I always erase those lines to clean it up, okay? All right, so let's go over the paint bucket really quick. Paint bucket, click on it, paint, click right here on this magnifying glass, and you're gonna see all brick and colors and glass and patterns and water and wood, etc. So I'm gonna color this really quick. Let's go get some roofing and brick. Let's do some of that. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Okay, and what's cool is the glass in the mirrors, the glass is see-through. So if I go here, all of these with the two colors on them, so these first two are mirrors, but I think this is all glass. So when you click on it, you'll see you can see through that glass, okay? You can also customize colors. What you have to do is go back to your paint bucket here and click on the sample material, which is that little eyedropper. You have to click back on home here, which is kind of ridiculous, but I guess it is what it is. So you click back here, you have your little eyedropper, and you click on what you want to change. Edit and colorize. You have to click and drag. Oh, I kind of like that. Let's go. I don't think anyone really has purple houses like that, but oh well. Done. Maybe I want to change the roof color. Again, I'm right here on this little home. I guess that's what it's called. My little eyedropper, click on the roof, edit. Let's colorize it. And we'll just make it a black roof. Okay, done. All right, to save it, I'm going to click on save. You should have a folder in there already that you created. So I'm going to name this house. Okay. And then it will take you here. You have to just click on the folder. So where's my SketchUp folder? All right, SketchUp, hit select, and then it will save.